Hello, this is Simply Exploring and Adventuring, and you're wondering where I'm at right now, I'm sure. We are standing in the gift shop at Fort Roberdeau in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And this is an American Civil War, I mean, Revolutionary War site that I've been wanting to come to and visit for the longest. And here we are. So we're just walking around the gift shop here. I'm gonna probably pick up a few things before I head out again. So you can join me in this one area where I was just at, doing a video presentation, and then there's a gentleman out here that's gonna also help do like a slightly walking tour and point me out to different things. I'm usually not a big, not that I'm not a big fan of guided tours, but this would be more helpful for me and for you. I mean, I know I'm not going to record him, but at least he'll give me as much information as I need to. And we will continue. And there's stuff here at the gift shop here. A couple of snacks if you get hungry. So we're gonna walk through, and there's a lot of stuff here to look at. Oh, cool. Look, we even get to sign in with almost a quill. Sorry, I'm signing in. And then if there's all the local stuff here, and then there's a map of Pennsylvania and Maryland. And there's reproduction of the Articles of Confederation. I don't know if it's real or, and if you look at the bottom, it says, can you find Daniel Roberdeau, who was the signer of the article? And I gotta put on my glasses. See if I can find it. Wow, John Hancock's prominent signatures there. Ah, found him. He is right there. Just in case you didn't. Okay. And he suggested to take some time and look at these boards. And there's these little benches here for when they have bigger groups, and then there's all these stuff we just saw. And the restrooms if we needed. We got done watching a 12-minute video about Fort Roberdeau. And there's just so much information about what went on here too. He was explaining about how they would chose this location also because lead. They needed lead to make ammunition, and as you can see, the process is just so much information to read. And the local college, Juniata College out in Huntington, PA, is also involved with doing a lot of the research and doing a lot of the digs and excavations around the area as well. And then there's a lot of stuff on display here. Native American. So it's Fort Roberdeau was named for Brigadier General Daniel Roberdeau. It's known as the Lead Mines Fort. And then here is the Indian paths, settlements, and forts during the American Revolution. Stanwick. Wow, a lot of paths. Indian trails and Revolutionary forts. Raystown Path, alternate Raystown Path. We are not too far away from Raystown as well. And then I'm sure this is the attire they would have wore back then. And obviously the tools of the trade. And then here's this. Let's see if I can get lots of pictures here. The donors. So far, I'm the only one here because came early. I'm gonna be camping over there in not Hollidaysburg. I know the town, but I can't think of it right now. It's right outside of Altoona, Duncansville. And there's weapons. Now I know at times they do demonstrations here at certain events. So, and then once we're done here, we're gonna be heading outside across the street to the fort. We're actually like in a barn. There's an old barn, but I'm gonna take the time to read more of these boards. So I'm gonna pause this while I read it, and then we'll pick it up outside when we get outside again. And now we'll begin the self-guided tour of the reconstructed fort. And he gave me this handy dandy map here, so I know where to go. Okay. So we should begin over here at this information sign. You can pause and read it. Hopefully you'll be able to read it. Take my time. But I also have another place I want to go to, hopefully today, before I get to the campground. Oh, cool to know. The fort was never attacked. Sorry, the ground is bumpy here. Try to bring it as close as I can. And you can pause to read it. A lot of information there about the reconstruction of the fort. Now the video stated that they were going to try to rebuild this a lot earlier, but then World War II happened and they had to put a halt. Okay, and now we're going into the fort itself. Of course, those are modern hinges, but back then they would have been, a blacksmith would have made them, and it probably would have been nailed, the whatever they would have done back then, right into the big post right there. And we're looking at, let's go from left to right. That's the smelter. That's the blacksmith shop. That's a miner's cabin. And right behind there would be a powder magazine. And then the two left buildings were barracks. This one here in the middle almost is storage. And of course the biggest one of all is the officers' quarter. Of course they would get the best. They would get the best as always because they're officers, trying to get all the buildings as much as possible. This side is easier because less things, not much less, but less. I'll have a look-see up. And this is where they would have done the smelting of the ore. Well, they would have broke it down and then melted, and the process is explained inside there. In the main part of the barn here. And oh, cool, look. And there's a diagram about how this would have worked inside. As you can see the bellows there, that would this is, I guess, a blast furnace here. I guess to sharpen tools and all that. I've seen this thing here used before. in another demonstration somewhere else, but I forgot. It was to hold the wood in place while they would, I don't remember what the name of the, he said we can go inside all the buildings, so I didn't look inside in here. Oh, nope, we can't. It's locked. So, this one is locked, but here you can see how it would have worked. And then you would lay your whatever you were sharpening up here and then sharpen it. And pretty much the same concept. I think that would have dripped oil. Yes, it would have dripped oil onto it. And there's the stove. And benches. Beautiful recreation, though. And let's step back in time and see what the miners, how they would have lived. Oh, wow. I was trying to figure out where did they sleep, and then lo and behold, I look up, and that would be their sleeping quarters, because they would, I guess, lower the ladder here, probably up or rested up against the lumber up there, and climb up to their beds. And then there's all the implements, mining implements. And we are exiting the miners. And I believe this is where the powder magazine would be in there. I believe that this whole mound is a powder magazine. Not sure if it, nope, it's nailed shut. But this whole thing, they would have entered through in there and then dug a big hole in here, and would have been neat to see that. And then we're going to step up the wall here, and I'm sure this is where they would have stuck their rifles out through here to be able to shoot at whatever enemy they was coming through. But like it mentioned, this was never attacked. And stepping back down. Would have been another entrance. Fire pit. These little grates here. And not all the buildings are open, as he said. This is a barrack, and they pretty much would have been the same. I believe this is where they would have kept their weapons. Would have been stacked there or on this rack. you would think you'd take your weapon with you. So we're going to go into the barracks, one of the barracks here, and get an idea of how they lived. Wow. And as you can see, like over there, dirt floor. And there's an example of a bunk. So it would have been 12 men. Beautiful. Even though it's more modern construction, obviously, but I think these pegs up right here that we see are to hang their stuff like that, similarly to this. See, they can hang their stuff. And then there's what a typical bed would have looked like. And then I'm sure that's their sleepwear. Fireplace, hearth, whatever you want to call it. With a hearth, they would probably cook here too. There's a Dutch oven or kettle. Those are cartridges. They would contain powder. They would normally chew off this end right here and then pour the powder into the barrel. Basically a night light for them. That would hold the candle while they, they can put the candle on this end, I guess, and be able to light and see their way around. Sorry. Not sure. I would imagine they would have a window back then. A view out the window over to the miner's cabin. Oh wow. Guess it's like a pantry. And they at times can lock them up completely with modern locks. And this is the storage. Not sure what this was. Oh, what is it? Oh, swivel cannon. 18th century. There would have been a swivel cannon mounted on there. And just as I said, well, yeah, they have one out here too. But this is storage, storehouse. It would have had sacks of cornmeal and flour, salt, beef ordered from Harris Ferry Salt, corn whiskey, linen sewn with lead weights for fishing, medicinal herbs. And as you can see, it says United States. These crates would have had these weapons. I'm not sure if this is the cannon I believe they were talking about, that if you see the spike, it mounts to the middle of that piece over there. So I guess if they do demonstrations. And then these are the bags where they carried their ammo that you saw next door. Oh, love the lanterns. And again, I'm sure someone slept up there and would guard the stores here. Cooking implements, firewood, and I'm sure what you read on the list would have been kept in these barrels. Salt beef, salt pork. I'm sure the flour would have been in here. Wow. And just to give you an idea, it was also kind of an armory as well. They would keep certain weapons here. I'm wondering if that's probably maybe an outhouse or something. The officers would have had their own. And we're now entering the officers' quarters. You can stop and read that. And as you can see, this one has a second floor that is blocked right now. Some of the stuff. And as you can see also that they have wooden floors. Oh wow. For those that don't know what this is was referred to as a piece of 8, because you see that they cut them into 8 pieces and then you got 2 pieces out. This is a quarter, this is a half, a full. Officer's desk. They actually had beds made with rope, and that thing you see laying on the bed was a way to tighten the rope to make the bed a little bit more firmer, we would say firming. So they would turn that and twist and tighten the actual rope itself. And they would have to do that very often because the ropes will start to sag after a while. So, and they actually ate with spoons, forks, knives. Who knows what the other guys got to? Maybe just with their hand. Wow. game. Might have been checkers, might have been chess. And it has a list of the many officers that stay here. But I'm going to return back to we missed looking at the back side of the smelter. Sorry, my paper keeps blowing all over the place. Oh, okay. And I gave you a look from the other part, and now you can see it from here. Backing out. And our next location is 4. Wait a moment, I don't remember seeing 3. Oh, that's, okay, 3. He said the Conestoga wagon is up on at the top of the barn. And there's also another restroom. We're going to kind of do this a little bit out of order. We'll see the Conestoga wagon afterwards, but we're going to head over here to the garden. Try to keep this as steady as I can. Pause to read it if you can. You might have to zoom in a little bit. I'll try to bring it in as close as I can. And here's the garden itself. All the 3 sisters, corn, beans, and squash. And I hear a water source right nearby. Oh wow, cool. That. It's flowing really good with all that rain we've had since Wednesday. I believe that was 4. So we're almost doing it in order. This is the process of flax from seed to linen. Wow. So somewhere in this garden, there's flax. And these are the steps. Harvesting, step 1. Step 2, stooking. Step 3, ripping. Step 4, retting. Sorry. Step 5, breaking. Step 6, scutching. Step 7, hackling. After this, the lengthy process is complete. And you can see right here, they're spun and weaved. Let's see if we can actually go into the garden or not. Oh, I don't need to go in. I just want to show you the garden from this side. Sorry. My one wire is hanging up. I got tomatoes growing, several other things. Hey, they even got maize. You got all these benches. And there's an outside look of the fort. I'm not sure if this is open or not. He said it was. Nope. But you can see inside a little bit. Let me see. Not every building is open like I thought they would be. But he said, mentioned taking this path back here to number 6, to the log house. I'm going to see if this is open. The other side was closed. It might be closed too. Nope. Even the screen door is closed. So this is just a farmhouse. I'm following the diagram here to a T. Just your oh, cool. Okay. Have no fear. Where waters disappear and this valley gets its name. Sinking Valley. Clue 8 of 10. Now there's 10 of those. And I've only seen 2 so far. So I'm not sure if I'm not looking very well for those clues. And we're about to cross the little bridge here. I'm not sure what the name of the... Wow, she is flowing really good. I know I heard it earlier. Wow. Oh. And this is the log cabin. And then we got to proceed over here to the sinkhole. Log cabin or log house. Sorry for the angle of the lighting here. Moving some stuff out of the way there. Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, a log cabin is less than 500 square feet. A log house is more than 500 feet. Log cabin are usually one story with a loft. Log houses are usually one or two story and still would have an attic. Log cabins are usually temporary. Log house is permanent. And I hope I gave you enough time to pause and look around. Oh, I saw something, but I want to. Now I've seen this somewhere else, but this is technically a sculpture, not a. I'm not sure if they did that. I think they did this of a sawhorse. That's why they did the horse's head. And they also made this to a point ADA accessible. He did say there is a walking trail around here. And we're gonna explore that walking trail a little bit first. Oh, okay. See where it goes. And it looks like it just does like a big loop or something. Or it continues. Oh, wow. I heard there was a trail back here somewhere. I just don't want to start something that I really wasn't prepared for yet. I'm hoping this does just like a little loop or something. And we still have to go over there to the sinkhole. Did mention the hiking trail. So I'm getting a little bit of hiking in there as well. Luckily this is like really flat ground. Hopefully, I mean, I'm glad if it does. If it does continue, it does continue. But that means I would have to turn around. But it does look like it is looping. And now in hindsight, I should have waited. Look at that thing. Sorry for the sudden movement here. Okay. Continuing down this way somewhere. Oh, cool. I take it that's a representation of a wigwam. And there's another bridge over here. Whoa. It looks like the trail does continue. And this one is made out of plastic and metal. So it's a representation and it looks like the trail does continue a little bit more. But I don't know if that's private property over there. It might be. And this thing continues. So I am going to turn around. See what I hear. Oh, look. I knew I heard something. There's a wall there. And the water's coming through. And I'm not sure how long that trail or where the trail continues to. I read there was an observation, something observation. Oh, the Lion Mountain or Mountain Lion observation. And there's a looks like it's on the property here still. Oh yes. Looks like it's kind of like a maintenance. Oh, that's that building, the White Owl or whatever it was. You know, trail map. There we go. Oh, okay. I see. It goes out. Well, this is the creek here. And I'm not sure which one we were on. It does a big loop and comes back toward the farm itself. So we were probably on this green one here. We're probably on this green one right now. And then we could continue following it and it does a big loop and come back around. So like I said, I am kind of in a hurry today, but if push comes to shove, I can always do it tomorrow, early before I go to the other places I want to go, but hopefully I'll make it in there today. Because I still want to go set up my tent at the campground yet, and okay. We're just informed of the campsite I'm going to be staying at. And as we can see, there's another plastic wigwam, plastic and metal wigwam. I was looking at the numbers to see what distance wise. Some wildlife. I don't know the name of the trails. I know they were color coded. We started out on that green, I guess it was the green trail. Then eventually are on the red trail there. I'll find out the names if they have any names. And the great thing about it is it's has gravel, stone, so it's easy to find the path. You don't need blazes or anything like that. You just follow the gravel trail. And in some cases they have it lined with stones. And it looks like it's gonna do its loop. Oh, cool. Definitely now. Crossing the creek again. Stream, whatever you want. Yeah, creek. Nice little sitting area. Wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot longer, but still have to make it back to point 7. There are 9 points. Space and time. Discovery Trail. There's an observatory. I didn't notice it behind a fort. That's what it mentioned. So this might be the space and time Discovery Trail, maybe not. National Treasure Scavenger Hunt. Gazebo. White Oak Hall. Okay, we saw the White Oak Hall. We saw that wigwam and the gazebo. So we might be on the space and time discovery trail. And I must admit, this is a very enjoyable walk on this trail, hike on this trail. And I believe this is the wigwam we saw. Yep, because we were on the other side of the trail over there. So this is the, again, plastic and, what is this actually? Let me see. I might be wrong. No, it looks like plastic. Yep, it's plastic. It's another plastic wigwam. Oh, okay. I see what it did. It just made a small loop here, and then we'd go out the, oh wow, cool, there's the wall that I saw earlier. There's the wall where the water was being piped through. It looks like it's concrete. Might be flood control. Okay. There's the gazebo. And you can see the fort from a distance here. There's the White Oak Hall, which you're able to rent. Now I'm not sure if you go around, but it looks like you end up coming back over here. There's the other wigwam. Might be a .10, but they don't have it on the map here. Oh look, chipmunk. Oh, that was 10. This one is 9. Not sure what they are. Maybe camping spot? No. I would have saw some kind of a fire pit or whatever. But this was a nice little enjoyable walk. I'm looking at the skies because they're getting cloudy in here. It's not like really bright when I first came on. I know later tonight it's supposed to get cloudy again, so overnight, so possible storms. So I hope you're enjoying this little hike here and tour of Fort Roberdeau in Altoona, Pennsylvania. That's a fence for what ends over there for now, but that's probably private property on that side. So we'll respect and not go on that side of the posts. Yeah, it is. See the property over there. And earlier, there's the log cabin. Just want to walk around this way. Sure, it brings us right back to the other side of the cabin again. Huh. Now this one is 5. Didn't see any numbers for a while. Then I saw 5. And quick, we're about to cross over, and we're back to the log cabin. That is a neat little tour. Neat little feature. That you can go that way as well. Well, we went up that way. And we're going to continue down the path to the sinkhole. And there's number 3. So there's something of importance. And again, there's another wigwam, number 2. And we've seen, this one is totally different, but you can pause and read that. And I guess so that they can save on wood and all that, they built these out of plastic and wood. And number 1. I didn't see much in those other locations, but I could be something there that I'm not paying attention to. Incredible sinking stream. cool. And we will see it now. Oh, wow. That is cool. Yeah, I can see why they call it a sinkhole. It looks like we're going into a sinkhole. Oh, wow. This is neat. And for us to read that for yourself, you can read that tiny print. But I'm just going to start from here. And there it is. Wow. The limestone. Crumbly. And if you look over there, the other way the water's going into another sinking hole over there in the corner there as well. This is incredible. It says it goes down for 5 miles and then resurfaces again. Wouldn't that be an interesting ride to find out where this water goes? There's clue 9 of 10. Cabin. Well, that's looks like where the property line ends, right there. Oh, hold on. Might be another trail or something, no? Oh, cool. Now, supposedly, there's supposed to be, there it is. Probably this building back here that I saw earlier. And here's the rear of the fort. And this is the observatory right here. Mount Lion Observatory at Fort Roberdeau. And then there is what looks like to be that might be that space and time discovery trail. Yep. a little bit easier to read, much larger. And you may pause to read that. And then go to the other one. Continue. So this is the Stars and Discovery Trail. So roughly where the distance they are, it's the distance our solar system would be. So give you a perspective of how far they are apart. You keep doing this. Then terra firma. And as well as that history. And now you see how far the next location is, the next marker is from in relation to our actual solar system. So if we were traveling in space, we'd have to travel this far continually. Now we have our next historical event. And as you can see, Jupiter is our next. And there might be a slight interruption in our solar system. Our solar system is blocked a little bit. But we'll do the best to get around this. Sorry. Climbing over it. I have to do that when I come back too. And just give you a perspective of where we're walking. There's our Fort Roberdeau. And we've reached Saturn. Beautiful view of the mountains. And here's our next historical marker. So far I have yet to see anybody else, but I could be wrong. You know, maybe by the time I get back to the barn to see that Conestoga wagon. And you can tell those were made recently. And we're still traveling around our solar system and important historical dates. And this is where Fort Roberdeau so that's Toosie Mountain over there. Not sure what the one on the left is. Oh wow, look, deer. More wildlife. At least this part is a little shaded, so it's neat how it does this. They turned it into a nice little walking trail, another nice walking trail. And it looks like oh, this is Uranus. Did I see Neptune? I don't remember if I saw Neptune or not. But we've reached Uranus. So it's neat because this is a double, like a bonus, because of the fact that the Observatory, which is that little building over there, is here. They took advantage of the history of here, as well as ooh, oh wow. Now I'm going to have to check that out too. So there's another location that to be explored. Hopefully all while out here for this weekend. Now, looks like there's a path that continues down that way. I'm sure it does a big loop because I could see that the loop goes all around this way. Oh, wait a moment. And I guess, I don't know if we're supposed to go back this way or if we can walk around the path that was made. I think we can follow this path and see where it goes. Well, we know it does a big loop around the edge of the field here. I think it's supposed to get up to the mid-70s today. Clouds keep on obscuring the sun a bit here, so that can be a little helpful. Oh, okay. Now I have a choice to make. Take the shortcut and go ahead and continue. Sorry if it looks dark, it's just the clouds are obscuring a little more than I expected it to. And again, I've been limiting myself lately to mostly flat hikes like this due to my ankle having a little bit of recurring pain here and there, and when I flex it a certain way I feel a slight little pain, so haven't been pushing myself lately to do any like big hikes and I don't like it because that's going to limit me to trails like this for a while. I mean, I will consider some, but for the most part, I don't want to go overboard. So for now, I'm going to play it safe. The orthopedic doctor said that it could take possibly 6 months. Been going on 4 months now. Yep. Actually almost 5 months now. It'll be, what's today? Monday or Tuesday, I think it is. It'll be 5 months, so, and it feels like I'm having a little bit more slight pain with it. And yet I'm out here doing this. But like I said, it's all flat ground. I mean, it has its little slight elevation, but no major incline so far yet. And that's where my issue would be. But it's such a beautiful place. And like I said, all this amazing history in our backyards. And a lot of times people don't bother with it anymore. They think Google and Wikipedia have all the answers. And I'm not diminishing those two sources in any way, shape, or form. But it's nice to, I mean, you could go looking for some information on there to places like this and get the information you're looking for. But instead of looking at pictures and video, I mean, you're going to look at a video anyway of it if you choose to. But make it a point to find out about something about where you live. You'd be surprised. And again, my luck. Someone mowing. But it's got to get done. The lawn doesn't mow itself. And I'm just going to give you a POV until we get back to the barn. I know earlier I saw oh no, there it is up ahead. I think, nope, that's a road. So I wonder if it goes out to the road and then you have to walk back down the road. That would be weird. Because I saw an intersection earlier back that way that you could have cut across. I guess it does go down the side of the road. No outlet. Yeah, don't try to come through here. And it does exactly what I said. It goes alongside of the road, then goes back in through the right over here of the wood line here. Oh, there it is. So this would have been the cheaters. I'm not sure which SD card I have in here. I forgot to switch out to my, I think this might be one of my 64s, and I forgot to switch out to the 256. So I just hope I remember to put the 256 back in, but let's see. I still have, like I said, several other places I would like to visit. Hopefully one more location today, and then tomorrow plan at least one location there too. This is a Friday. And like I had alluded before, I was coming up here for, oh, there's one more, Treaty of Paris.